Hi everyone, and welcome. This is Alex here of Advice by Alex. I want to thank you very much for stopping by and giving me a listen to. And if you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live or when I release a new video as well. So thank you very much for joining me for today, and also being able to watch the video as well. So hopefully you all are doing well. This will be the weekly angelic messages for the week of August August 2nd through August 9th of 2026. Although any of my videos that I have on my channel, whenever you come across them, it is your message for you at that time, as all messages are timeless, as energy is not bound by time or space. So hopefully, overall, that you are doing well. Hopefully, you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I know it's been quite a bit since I been through a video and uploaded it and things like that. So I do apologize about that. I've been really been thinking lately of how I want to revamp my business and kind of my spiritual business of what I want that to look like and where I want it to grow. Obviously, I do want it to grow, and obviously getting monetized on YouTube would be absolutely fantastic. That is definitely a goal of mine. But I believe that the break that I needed was where I just was not in the headspace of being able to do readings. I had a lot going on personally that was kind of affecting things behind the scenes and everything like that. So, but yeah, so I just needed a little bit of a break before I came back to everything like that. And I was also really kind of wanting to revamp the podcast and everything like that, which is why I put a pause to that for right now until I figure it out. But I know we're going into back to school season, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want the podcast to look like. I really like the spiritual topics and everything like that, so it might definitely include spiritual topics. But I'm just trying to think of what exactly I want that to look like, and everything of that nature. So, it might. I feel like I want it to kind of have a vibe similar to a true crime podcast, because I do like true crime. But at the same time, I want it more of a paranormal style. So looking into different paranormal things maybe that have events that have happened, and then kind of exploring the topics and everything like that, and kind of going off of that maybe. I'm just kind of thinking of where that would go and where that would look like. But yeah, so just been kind of thinking and pondering in that area and everything like that. So, and hopefully everybody survived the Mercury retrograde that we had. That was a bit of a doozy for myself. A lot of crap happened during that time. Also, where I was not as focused doing videos and things like that. So, definitely where there was a lot going down. So, but we are coming up on the Lionsgate portal as well. So I do want to do a Reiki video for the Lionsgate portal specifically, as that will help set our intentions for the Lionsgate. So that'll be coming up on August 8th, as it is every year, on August 8th and everything like that. So that is where that is at, and everything like that. So, but yeah, so, and I think another part of me also was learning how to balance everything a little bit more so that I'm not all burned out. So I've been kind of trying to readjust my scheduling of things and seeing where I can still earn, and then also where I'm not burned out. So that is also a work in progress, but I'm trying to get better at the balance. And Teddy Bear has decided to join us for the video as well. It's his nap time. Although it's been kind of rainy off and on, there's been some storms coming in here in Ohio, so that is there. So, but let's go ahead and get into the video. I will say we do have the July special on Etsy that is available, or you can message me directly for that through email. And if you want to pay me directly, you can use any of the platforms that I have that are in the description box below. And it is the August 2026 Love and Romance. So for this one, it is just basically you'll get insight into your current love energy. I had to fix the one thing. I say June 2026, but I mean July 2026. But you know, it is what it is. But messages from your angels regarding relationships and romance. You get 3 questions that you ask. Perfect for anyone single, those exploring a new connection, existing relationships, twin flame or soulmate connect journeys as well. Anyone seeking angelic guidance regarding matters of the heart, love and romance, soulmates and twin flames, spiritual growth, situations needing clarity, messages from your angels and guides, a variety of topics that can be covered. So the price of that is the $60, and that will be for the month of July or August. I'm not used to saying August. I cannot believe we're almost at the end of the year. We're at halfway mark already. It's crazy to think about how time moves so fast this year. But anyway, let us go ahead into the reading. Enough of me jibber jabbering. I've been jibber jabbering for about 8 minutes, but there was a lot to catch up on. So I do apologize about that. But anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. At this time, I ask you to have your feet firmly planted on the ground, have your heart wide open to be able to receive the messages that you're about to receive, light a candle to surround yourself in God's white light, and also inviting your spiritual team in to receive the messages that you need to hear at this time. And then also during this time, we will go ahead and go into a moment of silence while I connect into the energies and see what messages are coming up for the week of August 2nd of 2026. So let us go ahead here with a moment of silence while I connect, and then we'll go ahead and move forward from the cards and everything like that. Alright, so right away when I'm tuning into the energies of the week, what I'm really feeling for this week, I definitely feel like this is all about planning. I feel like this is all about a week of seeing the direction of what we want to take. So I feel like this is all about taking the action steps that are necessary in order to get to where we want to go. So it's all about allowing us to figure out what direction that we are wanting to go in. So whether it is career related, love and romance related, family, or anything else in between, whatever it is that um, helping you decide what path that you want to go down. I feel like we are going to be entering into a new threshold here, coming up into the Lionsgate portal as well. So I definitely feel like we are going to be going into the Lionsgate portal as well. And then that is where that is at, and everything like that. So, but yeah, so that would be definitely what this week is all about, is taking the action steps that are necessary in order to create something new. So I feel like also you'll be getting the signs and symbols that you need in order to direct you into that path and everything like that. So also, what I'm also really hearing is that I feel like there'll be some downloads as well for this week that we'll be receiving. We just gotta be able to keep our eyes open. But I feel like a lot of us are going to be overthinking. And it's also where the message is we gotta be honest with ourselves um, in regard to being able to take the direction that we need in order to make the steps that are necessary in order to change the trajectory of where we are headed to. And that was kind of like another thing as well. Is that I realized that I also needed like to get a vacation because I was like, no ifs, ands, or buts. I definitely needed a vacation as well. So it's just been one of those things that is like, oh my goodness, I know that it's there, and I know I need a vacation, and everything like that. So, just kind of one of those things and stuff like that. So, it's been a long week, long couple months. So, definitely planning that for myself as well. So now that we're out of the Mercury retrograde energy, I can go ahead and do that as well. So I usually don't like to typically travel during the Mercury retrograde energy anyway, because then, unless it's necessary, I remember one year we had it during Thanksgiving time, so travel was necessary for that, and everything like that. But anyway, so you get the gist of what I am saying is that I feel like there is some hesitations on our parts of like moving forward on our paths, and the universe is trying to get us to where we are needing to go, and moving us in that direction, and everything like that. So, but yeah, so we are going to be going ahead and drawing the cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. You know, my handy dandy little favorite card deck here. All right. So what does everybody need to know at this time? What does everybody need to know at this time for the week of August 2nd? What does everybody need to know for the week of August 2nd? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, the first card here, we had a hopper card. So, that's usually when the angels kind of like sneak one in for an extra bonus message, in my opinion. So that's always important to take in. So the first card here is that we have is throat chakra. So this is all about blockages in our throat chakra, not being able to communicate properly. Even though we were out of Mercury retrograde, I feel like this is just being able to be going back to that message of being honest with ourselves of what we want, allowing our voice to be heard in a situation and things like that. So I definitely feel like this is all about not being afraid of the truth. And the truth can always set us free, and everything like that. So, and it can also be very much an emotional release. And some of us can be a bit intimidated by the emotional aspect of that in regard to whatever that is with our mental health, and everything like that. Because that can also tie into a factor. Everything ties in. Just saying that everything does tie in. So we have to be honest in regard with our path and what direction that we want to take. Instead of, it may not always be the conventional route that everybody wants us to take, but we have to listen to what we want to do. So that is kind of like the messages that are coming through in regard to the throat chakra. And then along with that, the throat chakra, we have this well-deserved reward. So this is all about standing our ground. This is all about standing up for what we believe in, and everything like that. So standing firm, maybe setting boundaries with other people that are around us. That may not necessarily be in the best energy around us or everything like that, or may not believe in what we do. So you might want to just set boundaries. Doesn't mean you don't have to talk with them. It just means putting your foot, putting yourself first, and everything like that, and not listening to all the chatter, and everything like that. Because I feel like there will be some chatter in regard to what is going on, and also just to be mindful of the chatter. Just kind of like tune it out and focus on you is what I am also hearing as well. And then also we also have here with this card is taking accountability. So taking any accountability for your action steps or the lack of action steps that you have taken in the past in regard to correcting your path and everything like that. So I definitely feel like that is kind of like what it is and everything like that. So that is kind of like what that is, and everything of that nature. So we also have is simply love. So this is all about loving yourself, allowing you to love you, honoring who you are, and honoring you as a whole, and loving you for you. And every person here is unique. We all have our own uniqueness that makes us who we are. And not to let others' judgment get the better of us, is what I'm hearing. So, because I feel like there is just like a form of judgment that may be there, or where we need to heal from other people's judgment that we have of ourselves that hurts our self-esteem. So, trying to build our self-esteem up for this week in regard to taking the path that we need to take, and everything like that. It can lead down to a very successful path. We just have to believe in ourselves that we can do it. And I feel like that's kind of like the message of this week is all about believing in ourselves and believing in who we are. So taking the lead. So again, this is all about taking action steps that are necessary in order to be able to move and grow and develop and everything of that nature. So moving and growing and developing with taking the action steps and everything like that. So, and the next card here, surprisingly, I talked about this at the beginning of the video with balance, which is balancing. So this is not only balancing the masculine and feminine energies that we have all within us, but it is also balancing ourselves. So making time for us. And I feel like this is all about going into some of that self-care. Even if it's like 5 minutes of self-care, we have to have some self-care for us. So that way we can be able to feel recharged and rejuvenated, and everything of that nature. So we just gotta believe in ourselves, and we can do it. And everything like that. So the next card here is that we have is manifest. So once we have our intentions of what we want, it is up to us to be able to manifest it. Sorry, Daddy, it's okay. It's okay, honey. Yeah, you're the star of the video. But anyway, that is, where this is all about. So, we are the co-creators of our reality. So, yeah, so that is definitely there. So the overall here is that we have is the detached card. So we have, I feel like some of us are just closed off to our path. I feel like a lot of us have felt like giving up because things have been tough lately. But the universe is just trying to get you to surrender to your path, surrender to your destiny. And that dove there is a sign of hope. And I'm also hearing this as a transition. So I feel like we are in that transition period from the toughness of the past and getting us to where we need to go, and grow as well. So giving and receiving. So that give and take is the last card here, is where the give and take energy is there, and everything like that. So again, that balance on the equilibrium, and also looking at our chakras. So because each of those represent this chakras, it's like very relevant for us to be able to do. So we'll go ahead and draw some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. I guess this will be a longer video than I thought it was going to be. So, ooh, I guess I will take that one. Okay, we had a hopper card. So what does everybody need to know for the week of August 2nd? August 2nd. My glasses are, ooh, a lot of pink cards. A lot of Ariel cards. Okay, so we have a couple of hoppers here. So we have the Nine of Ariel, your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to great success, love for the beautiful things in life. So looking at the joy of where you are at, seeing the simplicity of things, allowing yourself to be joyful in the moment, allowing you to love where you are at, and not try to rush things, and everything like that. So I definitely feel like this is just saying things are in a process of coming together, things are coming in, and everything like that, and this is just where I know I want to do more of the business full time, but it will take time to get to that point, and everything of that nature. So that is very much there. We also have is the Two of Ariel, which is it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So even if we have a lot going on work-wise, we just gotta make the best of it. So not groan or complain, but being grateful. So I feel like having that attitude of gratitude, and everything like that. And I feel like the word that was coming up, I feel like it's just going to be a little bit choppy. So there might be some moments of choppiness this week where things might be a little bit uneven and they don't go as planned or things come up unexpectedly. But just be prepared and and it's all going to be coming together, and then just a learning lesson from it all. So we're still coming out of that shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So yeah, so we will be having some of that energy still. Alright, so the next card here is that we have along with that is the Three of Raphael. Reasons to celebrate a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So I feel like some good things are going to be coming in and everything like that. So I definitely feel like this is in relation to also relationships, building your community around you, networking. But I also definitely feel love and romance are going to be coming into the picture, especially for August and everything like that. So I feel like August and especially October too. I feel like August and October are like really good months for love and romance and everything of that nature. So that is where that is at and everything of that nature. So we have here also is the Two of Ariel. It's important. Oh, I guess I did that one already. We have the Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job, or a promotion. So, interesting enough, my mom also got like a new job. Well, not a new job, but got promoted within her workplace where she wasn't expecting, but was happy about it. And then we also have here is the Ace of Ariel, which is all about abundance, prosperity, entering into the Lion's Gate where we can manifest the prosperity. So, and that makes sense of why things were slow today because I was doing some lift and things like that earlier. But everything, all the platforms were slow, and I just was like, everybody was like, I felt like my team was like, it's your time to just kind of sit at home. And then I know tomorrow will be better. With looking at everything, I saw that it was going to be better. But we also have the Three of Gabriel. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Take time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So abundance is on the horizon in all forms. So we gotta trust it that the universe will provide, have faith, and a little bit of patience. I know we all hate the P word, including myself. Everybody knows that I hate the P word, but just have patience that things are going to be coming into blossom. We also have here is 5, Divine Guidance, Archangel Xenophon, the search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach, surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So, seeking out individuals that you may need for wisdom, or who you know that give really good advice during this time to help you on your path. And then also with where you will receive the guidance for this week. So this is just like that confirmation from earlier of what I was saying earlier and things like that. So the overall here is that we have solutions with Archangel Zachiel, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So we're going to come up with solutions to fix things for this week. So all about the fixing and taking action for this week. So we got this covered. We also here have is the Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So even if you feel like you're butting your head up against something that is like, what am I doing kind of thing, or you don't know, you will be able to come up with a solution. It may not be like right away this week, but it will come later when you're least expecting it. So if it's not this week, it'll come within the next couple of weeks. So I feel like it's just the energies that are building, and everything like that. So, I just got a flash of something when I was for personal things. I just got a flash of something for myself. There, and everything like that. So interesting that it happened, but okay. So we have is the 21, the World card with Archangel Michael. Very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth, and insight. This was the Hopper card from the beginning. So things are speeding up, things are coming together, ending of karmic cycles. Things are opening up into a new energy. So that is definitely very much where that is at. So let us go ahead here. I don't know what cards I want to draw. I do want to draw the Archangel Oracle cards. I have not used them very much recently. And I got them because these were my first ever ones. And throughout the years, I had to get a new one. And because of the fact of moving and all that jazz. But these are Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, oldies but goodies. I will always love these cards. These are the very first cards that I ever gotten. I forget my very first deck, but these were one of the first decks that I gotten, and I learned to develop my gifts through this deck. Okay. So what does everybody need to know for the week of August 2nd, 2026? What does everybody need to know? Ooh, that was the word that was coming through for myself. I'm glad that it popped up. Okay. So the first card here that we have is Compassion, Archangel Zachiel. So another Archangel Zachiel card. So important to work with them for this way. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So allowing your heart to just release all the tension that has been built up, and so I feel like the theme is allowing forgiveness of whatever is going on, and also allowing compassion and love into the situation. Continue to honor the situation that you are going through, as it is a learning lesson. And all things are going through learning. So, I feel like this is just helping us to get to our path. And everything like that. So we also have here is chakra clearing, Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So interesting. I think I mentioned Archangel Metatron earlier, but he is stepping through along with Archangel Sandalphon, because I hear Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron are working together for this week. But this is just the importance of balancing. And also working on our chakras will help clear the energy as well. So, with the last card is Victory with Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So again, just a reminder that things are coming together, and things will get better along the path, and everything of that nature. So we'll go ahead with the lesson cards. The Soul Journey by James Van Praagh. Okie. Let's just check the time. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long video. Apologize, guys. Okay. So, what does everybody need to know for the week of August 2nd, 2026? Where's that card? Oh, here that card is again. Okay, so here is that we have is indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So again, this is us going back and forth of what we want. So we got to make a decision of what we need, and we'll find the solutions and everything of that nature to help with that path. We also here have is happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So attitude of gratitude and joy. I'm living in joy. And dolphins are my spirit animal, so the spirit guide, spirit animal guide for me. Yeah, so that is a good reminder. We also here have is growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness, so spiritual growth. Along with all the abundance and everything of that nature, good, we manifest abundance into our lives. So we just have to put the effort in, but we can do it. Alright, so I'll draw one card from the shadow work deck that I have, and everything like that. So we will go ahead and draw that card here. What does everybody need to know? Oh, wow. We talked about this earlier. What are the odds of that happening? You are worthy by being. You are worthy by being. Inherent value, enoughness, identity. So, you are worthy by being. That's crazy that that came up. Alright, and then we'll go ahead with the last card here, which is the soul lesson. The Soul Truth deck, I should say, sorry. The Soul Truth deck. Okay. Okay. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Ooh, a good one. It is essential to have clear, strong intention of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It is time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel. Carrie Underwood song. Jesus, take the wheel. And trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. Today's soul action. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose. And the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Today's mantra, I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. So, yeah. So, that is there. So, that brings us to the end of the video, and I want to say thank you very much for watching. If you like this channel, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the like button with the little bell for all the notifications of when I go live and of when I upload a new video as well. I'm going to try to see what times I can go live again and everything like that. I just got to work around when I can go live again. But hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you are doing absolutely fantastic. If you like the August special, you can message me directly, or you can get it on my Etsy shop at Angel Soul Blessings 777, along with all the other readings that I have that are available. And of course, if you would, oh my goodness, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. But anyway, all that's relevant. I will leave everything that you need in the description box below. And until next time, everybody, I'm sending you so much love, angel blessings, and I will talk to you later. And it is great getting back into the swing of things here as well. So I love you guys. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.